Alright, so we're going to talk about the sociological views of crime. So we have, how many views we got here? We have three, we have no one, two, three. We have three views. So we have our consensus view, which is our, like, how we, like people agree on what is, like, gross, like what is wrong, what is right. People are, and we all know that people are treated pretty fairly under the law, right? So the viewpoint is more of what as our society thinks as evil, thinks as sick, thinks as disgusting, like rape, murder, child porn, all that kind of stuff, right? We all know that as a consensus that it is sick, it's gross, it's bad, it's just not cool, right? So the next one is conflict. And conflict one reflects the power of the economic structure of society, which like what will people gain from making this law? What will people how will people stop if they make this law? What does punishment do if they what would punishment mean if they make this law, right? So a big thing with the conflict views is a prostitution. So prostitution is bad because people are selling their body, and it's for society's best vested interest, right? Um, so it limits women. It limits women to power themselves, which I guess society doesn't really want them to do. But I guess prostitution is just not right. It's just society says it's not right to go out and get a woman, pay him $25 to go down on you. I mean, I don't know. Maybe some of you like that. I don't know, but I'm just saying that conflict is how to reflect power on the economic structure of society. So it's basically saying, why are you giving your money to a prostitute when you can go give your money legally to a stripper? Do you get what I mean? It's fucking stupid. So far we've covered the consensus, which is what people agree on. The conflict is how society reflects power on the economic structure of society, right? So the next thing we have is the interactionist. The interactionist are is a thought that laws are always changing, right? Like driving laws. Like before, it used to be people used to text, drive, eat, drink, all that kind of stuff. Now I don't think you can even eat and drive anymore, because it's like they're pretty soon it's gonna be, if you don't have your two hands on the wheel, you're gonna be getting pulled over. So interactionist is, it'll look at piracy. Like before, it wasn't illegal that we were downloading music. Now it's illegal, right? So it's just something that that's always changing, right? So a lot of moral interpretations, moral entrepreneurs are really against the laws changing, because it's affecting, because religion doesn't evolve a lot. It hasn't evolved a lot in the past couple years. There hasn't been any change in religion, right? So mostly all people's faith is all towards just the one religion. So a good example of this would be I was watching an episode of Family Guy where, I don't know if this is the actual religion, don't quote me on this, but these people were Christian or something, and in their religion they're not supposed to take medical treatment. If God wants them to be sick, God will make them sick, and God will make them die for the specific reason, right? So then the main characters fought for that person's right, for that baby's right, kidnapped him and tried to get him help, blah blah blah, right? But that's not the right thing to do, because that's just not right. So the people that are going against the laws constantly changing are religion and civil lead. Oh, I don't know, but the religion is the only one that really makes sense to me. So criminal labels stigmatize the individual. So look at rape now. Oh my god. I mean, if you rape a girl or a girl rapes you, you're fucked for the rest of your life. If you move across the province, there's gonna be posters up everywhere, a picture of you saying, "Beware of this man, beware of this man, beware of this man." How the fuck would you pick up? Like, you know what I mean? So that's just what that is, I think. I might have the whole religion thing mixed up, but it's basically saying that the laws are constantly changing. They're always changing because people are always finding new ways. Technology is going up, and it keeps changing and changing and changing. The way people live is changing, and some of it like isn't making society itself happy, or it's texting and driving has become harmful to society, so they had to change the driving laws in order. Do you know what I mean? So we covered three. All right. So we covered the consensus one, which is we concur. Sorry, considered. We covered the consensus sociological view, which is just what we agree on, like what we think is bad, what we think is wrong and right. That's the consensus, because the consensus of the people think that rape is wrong, right? So, you know what I mean? Conflict is something that is reflected on the power and economic structure of society. So, society before didn't have the power over women because they realized, oh, hey, men like having sex. So people like listening to music, so we made an iPod. If people like sex, there's prostitutes, but I guess people got shit for that now too. So there's just all stuff that it's just basically all their laws protect the vested interest. So remember, with conflict, it's to reflect the power and economic structure of society. All right. So the third one, as we talked about before, was the holy fuck, where did I put it? The third one was the interactionist. That laws are always changing. Laws are going on and on and on. Like they're changing because they're evolving, because we're changing our way of how we live. Like criminals are learning new ways. Like before, way before, if you planned a murder, if I say, hey, I'll pay you $1,000 to kill somebody, if you were to get caught, you can't tell anybody, or else I'll kill your family. If they said, oh, well, you paid me, it didn't matter because you still did it, but now you're an accessory, and I don't really want to get into it. So that's just how that goes. So that's the sociological views of crime. So if you need anything else, fucking read a book or something. Read the book.